All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 49. 6 Pittsburgh. 49.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Play action. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
49, guys.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
We ain't begin.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. He finds Taylor, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, baby.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Let's go now. 55, man. 55.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Haskins. This one taken in by Hester. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
16 yards. First down, Redskins.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That'll be caught by Hester. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check. The mic. Check. 55 the mic. In your face.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That goes for a gain of 31.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on first down. Cohen, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Don't throw this way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Haskins now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hold, the mic. Watch 49. Can't hang.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same, but just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Push him back. Push him back.
On play action, Allen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Lindsey, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's what I'm talking
They
about.
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
From the 41, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Regular.
He's mine. Watch tight end. Watch
Throwing his Allen on 3rd.
Bang.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it's going to be second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Here we go,
they're going to need a few more
field.
plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Run, go!
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We got this.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Here we go. 49 to Mike. Please go. Mike.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
What? Go. 49. Sorry, guys. Mike,
Throwing
Mike,
now,
49.
Haskins on first.
Check,
Hitter
check,
here is
check.
complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action now. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough Texas start to have a good drive, quite like the bullvols on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
You know it. Uh-huh. What's my name? What's my name? No, it ain't.
Hey. Round 80.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
All 52.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time.
Allen now
It's just me
on
and you.
3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Let's go,
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Alert, alert, alert.
3 down.
Check 9, check 9.
Now Allen. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
Mike.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, dog. Shift.
Topper. Half 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Watch the curl.
The 41-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Floating one incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen off the play fake. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
For a Bills first down.
Mike,
35.
let's make these babies home, yo. Let's make these.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Lay down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
Now Johnson.
Run. Get it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go, baby.
14
Let's
yards,
go.
and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Check.
Middle.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Allen now on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
35.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey.
To throw again.
Got 4 down.
Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Redskins take
There
over
we go.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Yo.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here it comes.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen.
I got him.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All day, every day.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Blitz.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And oh, he coughed it up. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Isaac Nutter, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Allen. Incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch. 5 wide. Motion.
Mike, 55.
Hey, tight.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Allen now looks to throw.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And a Redskin first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second and very short, Haskins. Here's Hester open right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so far, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Double tight, double tight.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. So we got man.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Allen going to go on 4th down.
All day.
That is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
They'll try the counter here.
Run.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
55. Hey, eat. Come off the ball hard.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You got him.
So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He finds Taylor. Complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go, boys.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 31. Check.
General West.
Allen throwing again. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
I know you felt that one.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
30. Let's go, D. Let's go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now Allen.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Watch the whip.
Middle.
Motion. Mike 55, Mike 55.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Set, hut, 55 to Lonnie, 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 1st down, Cohen. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Easy work. It's easy work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Crash, crash.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, boys.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
Hey, come on out here.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen. This complete to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. This one complete to the running back. He's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. From the gun, it's Allen.
Who that?
He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch the flat motion,
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25.
Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?